Are you an overseas citizen working in India? Here's some crucial information you need to know. As an employee, your primary concern must be social security within the state you're working. If you've worked in India for a long time, you must be aware of our popular EPF or Employee Provident Fund scheme. This scheme is the backbone of social security policies in India, where the employee and the employer contribute the same amount to the employee's provident fund throughout his tenure of employment. The fund is easily transferable when one changes employment and can be closed after retirement or permanent termination of job. Hello and welcome to this video where we discuss deeply the social security benefits international citizens receive during their employment in India, under the Employee Provident Fund or EPF scheme. The subjects we'll cover include eligibility, contribution, documentation, and provisions regarding withdrawal or transfer of funds. So, let's begin without further ado.
What is EPF or Employee Provident Fund scheme? Just imagine you're starting a job in India, and your employer introduces you to the EPF scheme for the first time. You're being asked to enroll under it, and you immediately start wondering, what exactly is EPF? Well, let's understand. EPF or Employee Provident Fund scheme is a retirement benefits scheme where both employees and employers contribute a portion of the employee's basic pay every month, throughout his tenure of employment. This contribution grows over time, forming a substantial corpus by the time of retirement. This corpus is primarily used to fund the employee's retirement, though partial withdrawals are allowed before retirement under certain circumstances as well. Moreover, every employee is assigned a unique Universal Account Number, UAN, by the Employee Provident Fund Organization, EPFO. This UAN remains with the employee throughout their career, eliminating the hassle of transferring EPF accounts when switching jobs.
How does EPF work? Well, under the EPF Act, organizations with more than 20 employees are required to register with the EPFO, a statutory organization that administers the implementation of EPF in India. Both the employee and the employer contribute 12% of the basic pay to the EPF account, with the employer matching the employee's contribution. However, there's a twist. While the entire 12% of the employee's contribution goes into their EPF account, only 3.67% of the employer's contribution does. The remaining 8.33% of the employer's contribution is directed towards the employee's pension scheme. Now, here's what happens after the contributions are made. These contributions are pooled and invested in securities by trusts appointed by the government. The interest generated typically ranges between 8% PA and 13% PA, helping your EPF account grow over time. And the best part is your EPF account remains active as long as you're employed, ensuring your financial security even after retirement. So, EPF is not just about retirement, it's a smart investment for your future, providing financial stability and peace of mind throughout your career.
Applicability of EPF for international workers in India. Now that you have understood what EPF is, let's come to the real question. What is the applicability of EPF for international workers in India? Well, the Employee Provident Fund or EPF scheme applies to international workers in India in the same way it does to domestic workers. The eligibility criteria for both are the same. So, whether you're from India or from anywhere across the globe, you can contribute the same amount of money monthly, and get the same interest benefits from the EPF scheme as any other native worker. However, as an international worker, you've got to meet certain documentation requirements, like submitting your passport, getting a work permit, and any other relevant paperwork to ensure employer verification. We'll discuss these requirements later in the video. When it comes to the withdrawal of funds, international workers can withdraw their EPF contributions if they leave their jobs in India and return to their native country. Alternatively, they can transfer their EPF balance to a new employer's EPF account if they continue working in India but switch employment. Also, if they complete 10 years of service in India, they become eligible for the Employee Pension Scheme or EPS as well. This means they can enjoy pension benefits even if they're not Indian citizens. The Employee Provident Fund Organization or EPFO has made enough efforts to ensure that international workers are not left behind when it comes to social security benefits in India.
Key provisions for international workers under the EPF scheme. Understanding the applicability of EPF for international workers brings us to our next question: what are the key provisions governing the same? Let's discuss one by one. Number 1. Eligibility. International workers employed in India for at least 6 months are eligible to contribute to the EPF. This eligibility criterion is the same for both Indian and international workers. Number 2. Contribution. Both the employee and the employer must make monthly contributions towards the EPF. The contribution amount is fixed at 12% of the employee's basic salary plus dearness allowance. Additionally, the employer contributes 8.33% of the employee's basic salary plus DA towards the employee's pension scheme, EPS, capped at a maximum of 15,000 rupees per month. Number 3. Documentation. International workers need to provide their passports, work permits, and other relevant documents to their employer for verification. The employer then registers the employee with the EPFO and obtains a Universal Account Number, UAN, for them. Number 4. Withdrawal. International workers can withdraw their EPF contributions upon leaving their job in India. However, if they leave India before completing 5 years of continuous service, they may be subject to tax on their EPF withdrawals. On the other hand, if they complete 5 years of continuous service, the withdrawals are tax-free. Number 5. Transfer. If an international worker changes jobs within India, they can transfer their EPF balance to the new employer's EPF account. The EPFO offers an online facility for EPF transfer, known as the One Member One EPF Account Facility. Number 6. Pension. International workers who complete 10 years of service in India are eligible for an EPS pension. The pension amount is determined based on the employee's average salary and years of service, with a maximum pension of 7,500 rupees per month. So, whether you're an expatriate, a foreign worker, or a global citizen making strides in India's workforce, these provisions ensure that your contributions to the EPF are safeguarded, providing you with financial security and peace of mind throughout your journey in the country. And there you have it, a comprehensive guide to the Employee Provident Fund scheme and its applicability to international workers in India. From understanding the basics of EPF to exploring the key provisions for international employees, we've covered it all. If you still have questions to ask, post them in the comments or consult our advisors directly. Contact details are given in the description. Found this video helpful? Hit the like button. Share the video with your friends and colleagues. Subscribe to our channel for more informative content ahead. Thanks for watching.